Just got back from Slaanesh's Realm, got the personal sycophant and 45,000 gold. This turn, I've been farming rifts. Bounced around to 8 different rifts, taken out 8 different armies already in this turn. Got another 20,000 gold, a heap of experience items, and I'm not done yet. Let's farm some more rifts. When the rifts spawn demonic armies, they spawn directly on top of the rift position on the map. When you use traverse rifts, it will use up all of your movement. So when you appear at the new rift on the other side of the map, you won't have any movement left. However, since you, the rift, and the rift army that has spawned all essentially occupy the same position on the map, you can still click on the rift army to attack it, or click on the rift itself to traverse again. This means that you can hop from rift to rift using no movement, each time destroying the rift army at that position and then traversing to the next rift until you've wiped out every single rift army on the entire map in one turn. Now, it does cost 1,000 gold to traverse the rifts each time. However, you're going to make 3,000-ish gold from each battle when you defeat the rift army, and then if you choose the gold option after the battle, you can get another maybe 800 to 1,800 extra gold there. So 3 to 5,000 gold per rift, which is going to more than offset the 1,000 gold cost for traversing. When you click traverse rift, you'll be able to see every single active rift on the map. However, if it's in the fog of war, you won't be able to tell whether there's an army on it until you traverse to that location. Occasionally, you'll go to a rift and there won't be a rift army there, perhaps because the AI defeated them over the end turn or something like that. But in the majority of cases, every rift on the map will have a rift army. The rift armies will move off the rifts the turn after they spawn. So in order for this to work, you need to be in range to be able to attack your first rift army on the same turn that they spawn. Chaos heroes will spawn out of the rifts first 2 turns after the rifts initially appear. Then after 5 turns, the first rift armies will appear, and a second rift army will come out of any rifts that haven't been closed after 10 turns. So you need to take note of the turn number when the rifts first appear, and then you'll know that 5 turns later the first army will come out, 10 turns later the second army will come out. I don't know that you can predict the exact turn that the rifts are going to appear, but they do always spawn in the same place. So once you're familiar with their locations, you can try to keep your main army roughly around the areas where you know a rift is going to spawn. You will get an event that'll show up as a precursor to the rift's opening. The Tome Wakes should happen at turn 25, and then the first rifts will open after that within about 10 turns, but you don't know exactly when. If you've already completed the campaign, or you've already destroyed all of the other rival factions that are trying to get the souls, you may want to just ignore going to the realms and just farm all of the rift armies to get a huge amount of battles and experience. But most of the time, you're probably going to want to go into the realm of chaos and then also try to get back out and farm the rift armies as well. I'd say that you're probably only going to be able to do this with the faster ones like Khorne's realm. However, if you're able to get straight into Slaanesh's realm on the turn that the rifts spawn, it takes a minimum of 8 turns to get to the bottom of Slaanesh's realm and defeat the battle to claim the soul, or a minimum of 7 turns if you want to get the top tier of Slaanesh bribes, including the Sword of Slaanesh. So it is possible to get Slaanesh's bribes, especially if you leave earlier, get a bribe from Slaanesh, come back, and then farm the rift armies as well. But be aware, when you return from one of the Chaos Realms, the rift that you come out of will be destroyed. So you won't be able to immediately travel from that rift to another rift and start farming the rift armies. You're going to have to trek over land to get to the first rift. So you're going to have to leave the Realm of Chaos at least 1 or 2 turns before the rift armies spawn if you want to farm them. Now obviously, in order to defeat every rift army on the entire map in one turn, you're going to need an army that's capable of winning numerous back-to-back battles without any end turn replenishment. So you're going to need something like the Patriarch doomstack that can self-heal, Miao Ying one-man doomstack, or Scarbrand kind of one-man doomstack, Nurgle doomstack with Plague Ridden to heal, and Nurglings to regenerate and tank with Kugath. One thing that you could do with Kugath, teleport him home, transfer additional Nurglings into Kugath's army, and then he could go back to taking out the rest of the rifts. If Kugath's carrying Nurgle's Rot or one of the other Rot Plagues, every time he defeats a rift army, he'll infect them, which will give him +1 Nurgling capacity, so it could be sort of self-sustaining to a degree. Thanks heaps to Yuki for the idea of farming the rift armies. I've had a lot of fun with it. I'm mostly mad if you want to check out my channel. Thanks guys.